Hey love, I am back with another video. I hope that you're doing well. And in today's video, I'm actually going to be discussing side effects of being the strong friend or being a strong Black woman. I have my notes here and I actually wrote my notes out. I'm trying a different format. Y'all know normally I have my phone here, but yeah, we're going to utilize the notepad. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. So, what is a strong friend? The strong friend is the friend that you constantly feel like has everything together. They're always fine. They never seem to be vulnerable when you're, kind of asking them, how are you doing? Everything is always, I'm doing fine. Even if things are not going well, they never seem to open up about what is wrong. And it's maybe because they don't even realize what's wrong, but a lot of times it's because they don't necessarily feel comfortable being vulnerable. Now, the reasons that individuals may develop the strong friend role or thinking that they have to be a strong Black woman, it can come from childhood, not being able to adequately express yourself, being punished for showing things that are deemed as weak, like crying or being vulnerable, asking for help, and not receiving the help that you need from a parental figure or an adult, or experiencing a ton of traumatic events that kind of make you jaded, or where you have to be strong consistently in order for survival. And then once you grow up and maybe you are out of the toxic environment, it's just at that point kind of muscle memory. And it's also the place that you feel the most safe in being. Now, when you are being strong all the time, you miss out on connections a lot. You miss out on, and not even, you may have friends, or, if you're watching this, trying to maybe help someone that you know, they may have friends. It's not that you don't have friends, it's just that a lot of times what happens is you're always a person listening to your friends' problems, which is that's what friendships are about. But also on the flip side, being a friend means you are comfortable and you trust this person enough to be able to let your guard down and share your moments of growth, or when you need assistance, whether it's a listening ear or someone to come sit with you while you take your braids out, or help you in a moment of crisis or even not a crisis. But you really miss out on that deeper connection because, again, a lot of times it's just the fear of this person may not show up for me. They may use it against me because it's the hurt from childhood. Now, also being a strong friend or the strong Black woman may come up in adult life where it becomes who you are due to, again, traumatic experiences, maybe a terrible relationship, marriage, experiencing something very significant that causes you a lot of deep distress, being in a toxic work environment where your vulnerability may be weaponized in the workspace, in the relationship that you were in, even sometimes in situations where you think it's a friendship, but it's actually not. When your vulnerability becomes weaponized, it is very easy and it's also natural to become guarded because nobody wants to have their vulnerable moments used against them. So, again, a lot of times it's just a natural occurrence where your brain, because we know what? Our brain is designed to keep us safe. So your brain does what it needs to do to keep you safe, and you can develop that strong, never letting anyone in type of persona. So, outside of missing on the deeper connections with people that you love and trust, it can also lead to resentment. Because, how I was saying earlier, when you are the person that is constantly showing up for people, you're constantly listening to your friends, but when you're going through things, you feel alone, it can lead to you feeling resentment. But now you have to remember, or I don't want to you because listen, we're human, and this is a human thing. And if you're watching this video, I hope that you are maybe recognizing that this is something that you are dealing with. And I don't want you to think that I'm trying to knock you down, because not at all. That is not it. I have been there before, and I will discuss that in a second. But you have to realize that individuals can't show up for you if you don't let them. Because even if they did try to show up, a lot of times it's probably, I'm fine, I'm good. No, I'll let you know if I need help. But you're not doing yourself any justice. And you're also not allowing your friends to really be there for you. And also, being the strong friend, it really lacks the space of you being your true self, because we are not supposed to be strong all the time. We're not supposed to be tough all the time, right? There are moments when that is beneficial, right? Because it got you through the situations that you needed it to. But as human beings, we are supposed to be vulnerable. We are community based. And so when you aren't able to show up as your authentic self because you have to hide the layers of yourself that you deem as probably being weak, you're not able to really be yourself in this life. And babes, life is precious. None of us know what tomorrow holds. You deserve the space to be true to yourself. So how can we work on moving out of the strong friend, strong black woman role? Number one, I say this a lot, but it is what really helped me, is getting in therapy and truly getting to the roots of what caused this. If you cannot afford therapy, that is okay too. Getting a journal, writing out, going through, where did you first remember feeling like I have to be strong all the time? When was that programmed into your mind? The second thing is being intentional with our friends, taking baby steps to allow them the space to show up. It can start by saying, friend, listen, I have realized something about myself, and girl, I need some help with it. I realize that I try to be strong all the time, and I really want to work on that. I think that you're an amazing person, and I trust you with my heart and my soul and my spirit, friend. I would like for you to be able to show up for me how I show up for you, and just work on one small moment of how your friend can show up for you that looks like asking for help. Oh, I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but you can totally do it. So that is the first thing those are the first 2 to 3 things that I want us to work on. I'm going to end the video here because I am going to make a second video, but I don't want to overwhelm you. That is the first thing, getting out in our journal, writing about it. If you have a therapist, speaking with your therapist about it, and talking to your trusted friend about this, or your friend group about this, and just starting the dialogue. That is the first thing that we're going to work on. I believe in you. You got this. And sis, let me know down in the comments what scares you the most about being vulnerable. And are you going to take this journey with me? I love you so much. I'm wishing you so much Peace, love, and blessings. Until next time.